I'm an Olympic gold medalist. I'm very proud of that fact. It was the greatest accomplishment of my entire career. So I have to ask, what in the is going on in Paris this year, where two biological men are competing against biological women in the sport of boxing?
Welcome back to Combat Corner. In today's video, we're diving deep into the controversy surrounding Algerian boxer Imane Khelif's Olympic victory, which has sparked heated reactions from some of the biggest names in combat sports. From Ryan Garcia and Oscar de la Hoya to Logan Paul, Israel Adesanya, Strickland, and Jake Paul, the opinions have been as varied as they are intense. We'll explore how these fighters initially responded to the news and how some have adjusted their stances following new revelations about Khelif's eligibility. Imane Khelif's victory in the 66 kilograms category at the Paris Olympics became a lightning rod for debate after questions arose regarding her gender. The controversy erupted when it was alleged that Khelif might not be biologically female, despite passing all gender eligibility tests required by the International Olympic Committee, IOC. This sparked a wave of reactions from fighters and fans alike, with many voicing their concerns over what they perceived as an unfair advantage. Ryan Garcia was among the first to react, and his comments were nothing short of explosive. The young boxing star took to social media to express his outrage at the situation. "Damn, Paris got some funky shit going on. What the hell is this? This isn't right and you know it. Shame on the athletes for not speaking up. I get it, everyone wants to compete, but staying silent speaks volumes," Garcia tweeted. He didn't hold back in criticizing the IOC and the state of the Olympics, calling it the most satanic Olympics of all time. Garcia's reaction was driven by his deep-seated belief in fairness and competition, and his comments struck a chord with many fans who shared his concerns. Oscar de la Hoya, the legendary boxer and promoter, also weighed in on the situation, expressing his disillusionment with the IOC. "We have two biological men competing against women in boxing? The IOC allowed this to happen, and they're saying it's okay because they are female on their passports? Are you kidding me?" De La Hoya questioned in a video posted on his social media. He went on to say, "I've lost all my respect for the IOC." His strong words reflect the deep frustration felt by many in the boxing community who believe that the integrity of the sport is being compromised.
There is zero chance that these fighters are evenly matched. It's impossible and it's scary. It's disgusting and it's unfair. I've lost all my respect for the IOC. It's dangerous and someone will eventually get hurt. It's truly insane and I hate that we even have to discuss it.
Strickland, never one to mince words, took a more direct approach in expressing his views. "This is bullshit. We're letting the woke mob destroy sports. This is what happens when you let politics get in the way of competition. It's not about fairness anymore. It's about pushing an agenda," Strickland tweeted. His comments were blunt and unfiltered, highlighting his frustration with what he perceived as political correctness overriding the principles of fair competition. Jake Paul, another vocal figure in the combat sports world, was quick to criticize the situation as well. Jake Paul's stance was clear. He saw the situation as an unfair manipulation of the rules that compromise the integrity of women's sports. Logan Paul, who has never shied away from controversy, echoed similar sentiments. He expressed his disappointment in the IOC for allowing Khelif to compete. "This is just another example of how messed up the Olympics have become. How can we call this fair? Women are being robbed of their opportunities," Paul tweeted. His initial reaction was fueled by a sense of injustice, and he, like many others, felt that the situation was emblematic of broader issues plaguing the Olympic Games. Israel Adesanya, known for his candidness, also jumped into the fray with strong opinions. "This isn't right. If we're talking about fair competition, this isn't it. You can't have someone who was once a man competing against women. It's just not fair," Adesanya commented during an Instagram live session. His reaction was rooted in his belief that fair competition should be the cornerstone of any sport, and he voiced the concerns of those who felt that Khelif's participation was inherently unfair. Israel Adesanya was one of the first to backtrack on his initial statements, however. In a follow-up interview, Adesanya admitted, "I jumped the gun on this one. I think it's important to get all the facts before speaking out. It's about fairness, but it's also about respecting the rules and the decisions made by the governing bodies." His revised stance reflects a more measured approach acknowledging the complexity of the situation and the importance of basing opinions on verified information.
You know what? From now on, I'll leave women's fight to women. I'm going to leave it to you guys, because whenever I try to speak up about it and then apparently I got it wrong, or a lot of people got it wrong and there's misinformation.
I think a lot of people did, man. It's a good thing that you brought this up.
No, I know, because I spoke up about it, because look, I don't like to get triggered, and when something triggers me, and I'm a fighter, and I saw that, I'm just like, what? And I saw the news or the articles that I was speaking on, I was like, why are they letting a trans person? And then I find out later, okay, she wasn't actually a trans.
Correct.
So to the lady, my bad, I got that wrong.
Yeah.
Logan Paul, too, reconsidered his initial stance, admitting, oopsies, I might be guilty of spreading misinformation along with the entirety of this app. However, he doubled down on his belief that biological men should not compete against biological women in any sport, highlighting a divide that has fueled much of the debate. Andrew Tate, the social media personality and former kickboxer, unsurprisingly took a more controversial approach. Tate, known for his provocative statements, outright dismissed Khelif's win as fraudulent and called for her to be stripped of her medal. His comments, while in line with his often contentious views, have been widely condemned disrespectful. Tate's remarks have added fuel to the already intense debate, drawing attention from mainstream media and further polarizing public opinion. The controversy surrounding Khelif didn't just stay within the boxing community. Even former heavyweight champion Mike Tyson was unwittingly dragged into the debate. A false narrative circulated online suggesting that Tyson was willing to fight Khelif for charity, with proceeds going to a battered women's charity. The claim, which was quickly picked up and shared across social media, suggested that Tyson had said, "I'm willing to box Olympic dude with all proceeds to go to a battered women's charity." However, Tyson's spokesperson swiftly debunked the rumors, stating, "It's absolutely false. Mr. Tyson has yet to publicly comment about that situation." This incident highlights how misinformation can easily spread, especially when it involves high-profile athletes and controversial topics. The perspectives of these fighters highlight the diverse and often conflicting views within the combat sports community regarding gender and competition. The initial reactions, driven by a sense of unfairness, were followed by a mix of reconsideration and steadfastness as more information became available. This controversy has not only sparked intense debate, but has also forced many to confront the challenges of balancing fairness, inclusion, and the integrity of sport. As the discussion around Imane Khelif's victory continues, it's clear that this issue has struck a nerve with athletes, fans, and commentators alike. The conversations that have emerged reflect broader societal debates about gender, fairness, and the future of sports. Whether this situation will lead to meaningful changes in how such cases are handled remains to be seen. But what is certain is that it has left an indelible mark on the world of combat sports. What do you think about the Imane Khelif situation? Do you agree with the fighters who are calling for stricter guidelines? Or do you believe the IOC made the right call? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for all the latest updates in the world of boxing.